guys, good evening and welcome back to my channel. So tonight we are doing the week 4 of our Only Shop Once a Month challenge, and we have made it to the end, thanks be to God. No one has starved to death along the way, which is always a bonus. So we're entering week 4, and I actually think we've done this quite comfortably. We had €22 to spend each week. So from week 2, week 3 and now this week we've had €22 each week, and we've kept within that. Now I have had, obviously I did my first week's shop and that was quite a large shop. So that helped. I got in my meat, I got in my stuff like that, and I was able to build on that then, as in I was able to go through and only buy exactly what we needed. And I mean, some of the things I could argue I don't need and we could have done without, but that's not really living. So I've had a few questions from people saying, how do I come up with my meal plan that they're stuck? So I'm just going to do a very quick one, how I do it. I'm not fancy, I don't have lists of stuff. I'm quite envious of when I watch American channels do this, because they seem to have freezers, like loads of freezers, and then they have a room, just food storage room, a room dedicated to food. I don't have that. I have, in my kitchen, I have that press, I will show you, dedicated to food, which isn't very big. I have this side of it, usually mainly herbs, herbal tea, spices, sauces. And that's really all I have in my kitchen for food. I have a small cupboard over here where I keep some food. It's going to look a mess, but it's not that bad. So I have a bag of pasta, a cake which is Kerry's, and the kids bought that in. The presidential election in America was on the other day and they decided to get pizza and stuff in to watch some of it. I have some crackers, buns, coffee mixes at the back. What's down there? A bag of potatoes. That's really it. So I think in Ireland and the UK we don't really have a lot of space dedicated to food in the kitchen, and I think that's why we seem to do an awful lot more shops and smaller shops. We don't have the storage for, well, I don't even have a freezer in my fridge, so I just have one small chest freezer. But I'll show you how I do my meal plan. I know next week I'm actually going to do a shop your freezer and pantry challenge, and again I'm going to try and keep my budget within €20. Because as some of you will know from a previous vlog, I had to get my car in for a service, and sorry, I'm going to lean against this. They came back and told me that there was €800 worth of work that needed doing on it. Now that was quite a lot, and it's quite a lot sort of coming into the month before Christmas. So this month I am going to take my food budget out of the bank next week, but I'm going to try and spend as little of it as I can, because to pay for my car I had to dip into my Christmas fund, dipping into my Christmas, for my Christmas I'm dipping into my holiday fund that was for a holiday this year that's got cancelled and moved. So I really need to build that up again as quick as I can, because it was such an unexpected bill and it was such a large bill. So I'm going to show you this week how I do my meal plan. This is sort of how I do it weekly. Obviously for the pantry challenge and the freezer, obviously I'm gonna have to go in and do it a bit deeper. But this is normally how I just very quickly, before I run out to the shops, sort out what I need. So let's go over to the fridge. Okay, so this is how my fridge is looking. I have to hold the door. Now remember, my milk and my eggs come from a, what you call it, man? Milkman. So that's not included in my budget. And this is what I bought today, so I'm going to just take them out for a second. So we've got cream, a small bit of soup. So I have 2 soups. So all I'm looking in here for is stuff that I know needs using up this week, is opened and needs using up, or is going to go out of date if I don't use it up. So we've got these potatoes. So they're going to be one dinner now. I'm just going to pull them aside. I've got some cream cheese there and some salsa dip. Oh, I got some cabbage, a bag of cabbage. Oh, I'm going to need him. Got some butter, ham, some potatoes. I've got a big ham in there. Okay, these here aren't actually mine. Sorry, them. I don't even mind them where I'm pointing the camera. These are for my mum. She asked me to send her down these, and I'm going to send them to her in the post because obviously we're in lockdown and she can't really get these down there, and I just thought it would brighten up lockdown for her. So need to tell the kids to eat yogurts. There's some pizza which came in a deal. The kids, as I said, ordered in pizza. This came part of it. Yorkshire puds. What are you back there? Oh, 1 pack of rashers. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take them out of my fridge, and I literally put them on the counter. Sorry, I banged my fridge really loud. So let me just pull over all this stuff. Okay guys, so this is literally what I start doing. So I have the ham. So the ham, that's what says that, 1 kilo of ham. So I've got the ham, I've got the cabbage, I've got the potatoes. I know we won't eat all that ham. What size are you? 1.5 kilos. So straight away I go, well, what am I going to do with the leftovers? So I'm going to make, what am I going to do? I'm going to make pasta. And I'm going to put that through the thing. I know of pasta, I always have tons of pasta. So that's it. That is a 2-meal meat. This is day 1. So what I do then, if I can grab a pen. So what I am going to do here is I will write down ham. And then out of the ham, I'm going to do cabbage and potatoes. And then here we're going to have it with pasta and cheese. So that's 2 dinners. So then what else have we got? We've got these potatoes. So they're fried potatoes. So we're going to write down fried potato. And we're going to have that with... So this then is where I go. Now these is out, this press is out in my utility room. So it's the room where I have the washing machine, the dishwasher. So there is the washing machine, water, tumble dryer, and that is my small chest freezer. That's the only freezer in the house. So I'm going to look up. This press is where we keep an awful lot of our tins and stuff, just to keep them out of the fridge. So what are we going to have with the fried potatoes? We're going to have hot dogs. 8 hot dogs, that'll be enough. Okay. Sorry. So just as a side note here, I'm not the type of person who will go out and write a note or go off memory to see what I have in for dinner. I don't trust my memory that much. So what I like to do is I actually like to pull out each component of the meal. It sounds very fancy. I just want to make sure I have all the bits, that I can make up something that goes on the plate and the kids are full. So I'll show you what we have. This is what I pulled out now in my freezer and the presses and stuff. And once I have this done, I'll write it down, and then underneath I'm going to pull out stuff for my lunch. Myself and Kerry are the only 2 at home because the kids are back in school. So all I need is 10 lunches, to make sure we have something to eat during the week. So I'll show you what we've got out of the freezer and the press so far. So we got the ham and pasta one day, ham, potatoes and cabbage another day. We have got, sauteed potatoes with hot dogs. Now yeah, will I go out to the freezer and throw in some onions and some tomatoes? Maybe. They're not essential to make the meal. This is the meal. Then we have rashers, sausages and eggs. My bad banana, well not bad, my ripening bananas. But there's our eggs, so we'll have rasher, sausage and egg. Again, another meal. Now, I have pork, but I have nothing to go with my pork. So what am I going to have with my pork? I think I will do pork in a cranberry sauce, maybe. So let's go up here, see if I can find, yay, back here. I know I'd seen it. We have got cranberry and fig chutney. We can have that. Is there anything else that I'm liking the look of? Oh, there's a cranberry sauce. Use that, that'll sweeten out the chutney. And that's it. So that is what we'll have with them. And then I'll have rice. So let me go get my rice. As I said, I like to be able to see that I have every component. And that way then I'm not fretting. I'm not panicking to go. So, jasmine rice, pork chops, cranberry. So then I've got fish. So, potatoes. Let's do potatoes to go with our fish. I could do chips. But I did see a bag of these baby potatoes. Fish, potatoes. I hope I'm not making you dizzy running around, but this is usually me when the kids are at school and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I normally can fly around here to my little heart's content, organising all my meals. Okay, there's no peas, so we're going to have sweet corn. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. So, 1 meal, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what have we got for 7? Okay, I'm actually going to leave 7th meal blank because I am sure during the week we will order in at some point. Either I will or the kids will. So as you can see, I have 6 meals there. So is there really anything we want extra to go in with the meals? Yeah, you could probably do a bit of veg. So that's the 6 meals. So that's where my shopping list comes from. And as of at the moment, there is nothing I need to add into that. So now what I am going to check, I'm actually going to put the frozen stuff back in the freezer so I know it's back in. And we'll start doing lunches. Sorry, before I put it back in, I'm actually going to write it down on my notepad so I remember what I picked out for dinners. So this is the dinners. You saw we had the 6 dinners. So hang on, let me turn you around. I am not really a breakfast person. So instead of lunch, sometimes I would have my breakfast about 11:30. So that would carry me through to dinner. So I wouldn't necessarily need a lunch on all days, but it is nice to know that if, I don't know, one of the kids came home and they're not overly hungry, that you've something smaller that you can give them, or if Kerry's here, she can have lunch. So, and it just gives you a good idea of what's floating around in your food storage effort. So let me show you what I've written down. So these here are the dinners. But down here I've got soup and ham and cheese sandwiches, noodles, toasted sandwiches, pot noodles, cheese and crackers, overnight oats and cereal for Carl. They're for Saturdays and Sundays when he gets up late. I also know in my freezer I have some frozen croissants, but the kids haven't discovered them, so I'm going to try and make them last for our challenge next week. So I'll show you then what I did decide to go up and get in Tesco's. Now when I go to do a shop where I don't really need anything, I then am looking for, I suppose, like little treats for during the week, and I only ever buy what's on special offer. I don't go up just to buy for the sake of buying. So I've bought things that have been either half price or on special offer, so I'll show you that what I went up and got. Okay, so this is what I got when I went up to Tesco's. The only thing I did need was some bread. Now, I knew I was going to come home and have a sandwich. Last night, Kerry was going to make toasted sandwiches, so that's why I got two. Because 4 of us, 4 sandwiches, this size of bread, that's a half a pan gone. So that's why I got 2 breads. This was a special that was on. It was any 5 for 5. So I got, oh my God, I got some 7-Up. Oh lads, it's going wrong. Stand up. So I got a fizzy orange, some 7-Up. So I got 2 tubs, 2 litres of the 7-Up. Focus. I got 1 2-litre orange. I got an 8-pack of blue, you can see they're half eaten, blue something. And there's 8 of them in the pack, and I also got some Breakaway. So all those 5 things came to €5. So that they were on special. And I got 5 Pepsi Max, which again were 5 for €5. Then I got some garlic and herb soft cheese. I got this because I wanted to try it. My mum said that she got this and put some in through pasta, and it was nice. I haven't tried it, so I said I'd try that. And I got some sweet chilli Philadelphia. Again, this was reduced to half price, and that was the only reason I got them. And I know we'll eat them, obviously. So, as I said, I only go to Tesco's and get what's on special offer. I only look in the special offer online before I go, and I go with a list. So that's what I got, and I'll tell you the total price. The total, let me just cover that. So there's the receipt. So it came to €32, but I had €13.79 in savings. I'll focus on that. And the total price then was only €19.14, which brought me well in under the €22 budget. So guys, I hope that gave you some little insight into how I meal plan for a week, or plan what we're going to eat roughly for the week. I don't plan per day, and I only ever want 7 meals that I can pull out. Anything above and beyond that is a bonus. I mean, are they going to be the most healthiest meals? No, not this week, because we are on a low budget. But my kids are going to be full, and that's the main thing. No one's going to go to bed hungry. So I know it seemed a little bit chaotic. I was sort of running around trying to get stuff, but that's how I do it. I literally take things out to see it, to physically see them. I'm not a list person and then work off my list throughout the month. Every week I pull out and make sure in front of me I see 7 meals. Then I'm happy, then I'm content. And that's how I meal plan per week. As I said, next week I am going to do the freezer and pantry challenge, and we're going to try. So that means I will have done a shop at the beginning of October, and I won't have done a big shop, I'm hoping, till towards the end of November, and then we're sort of getting into the Christmas food shops, because I have to make back up, or as close as I can to make back up, that €800 that I had to spend on my car. So things might get a little, I was only saying this to the kids the other day. I was explaining to them and said, look, we're going to have to make it up. And it was actually Hayley who said to me, she says, are we going to do the higgledy-piggledy weeks? I was like, yeah, we're back to higgledy-piggledy. Just to explain, higgledy-piggledy weeks are when you go to your freezer and you have 2 sausages left. There's 4 of us in the house, we need 8 sausages. You haven't a clue why you decided to keep or not cook 2 sausages into the batch you were cooking at the time, but you kept them anyway. And it's using up. So your dinner could end up with 2 sausages, 1 burger, 1 veggie burger, just a concoction of all the bits you have left over. And it can be interesting, it can be nice, and my kids love it. My kids love when I do this, because as Hayley said to me the other day, it could be a croissant with chips as a filling in it. Like, it can just be anything. Why you keep 1 burger out of a pack of 8 when there's 5 years in a family, you'll never know, but you keep them anyway. So it's using up that. So that will be interesting. That will be up next week, and we'll see if we can do that. But right now I'm going to show you some of the meals I cooked this week. I hope you enjoy it. Don't judge me too harshly on the meals. They're not all gourmet. I'm not a cook. I'm not a chef. I just do the best I can, as we all do. So I'll show you the meals I cook now. So this is tonight's dinner. It's spaghetti bolognese, and it is the mince with the lentils, and nobody seems to notice. Well, hey, that's a win-win. So this is my dinner, leftover mince from yesterday, and as you can see, we are serving it with the tortilla chips, a little bit of grated cheese and some creme fraiche. So here's Hayley's leftover mince dinner, and she has added some mini cucumbers, some little snack peppers, some salmon, cheese and creme fraiche on the side.